quickly though, really quickly, because I am over time. Thanks, Alex, for sending me this. Dickhead. You're not on here because I'm not logged in, but you are there somewhere. Is that dude in a gimp mask? No. Co-founder of Navarro Media. Scumbag. I'm openly saying that right from the off. Most people have perspectives. Even Owen Jones. No. You know, but people I don't agree with. Caroline Lucas, the Green Party. Don't agree with most of her politics, but I think she's a good person. Genuinely do think she's a good person. I think most of the Greens are. Misguided, but good people, and it's nice to have their voice. Aaron is a scumbag. And he did this tweet that Alex sent to me, because Alex is a bad person who likes to ruin my evenings. He says, I'm often asked to describe socialism in a sentence. Are you? How often? Straight away on that, mate. Straight away. I'm often asked to describe socialism in a sentence, right? Well, maybe you should start spending time to people who want socialism explained a little bit more elaborately. Like what happens when people say no? What happens when you go to take people's property off them? When you take their businesses away from them? What happens when they say no? Aaron, mate. What happens then, hey? How many die? Mr. Luxury Communism. You need to spend time with people who ask for an essay, who ask to talk for 2 fecking hours to you about it. Not, can you sum it up in a sentence, mate? If that is true. But anyway, what is Aaron's one? You've probably read it already. Free infinity pools for everyone. And who's going to wash him? Who's going to make him run, mate? Oh, I know their answer. Oh, we'll be on a rota. You'll do it like once or twice a year. It'll be your turn. What happens when I don't turn up? What happens when I don't turn up to clean the pool? What are you going to do, Aaron? What happens? What happens when the same thing happens in every socialist environment on a mass scale where most people don't turn up and clean the pool? You ever seen a socialist country, mate? You ever seen fucking Manchester? Manchester's run by socialists, and it is disgusting. It is a state. They're all hammering on about redistribution, and they can't even get the fucking roads and pavements to work properly. They can't even pick the bins up, just the basic shit. And they're telling me that I'm going to have a free fucking infinity pool. Well, here we go. What is it, 99% of the councillors in Manchester are Labour? One of which is a fucking child. Right? Literally, look him up. I can't remember his name. I followed him the other day. He's the youngest councillor. Look up Manchester youngest councillor. In fact, no, let's get it up. This is how stupid Manchester is. No, I'm on the wrong page. Manchester. Yeah, sorry guys, I have to be in private because I don't want my private information popping up. Youngest councillor. Let's check this out. You can see my spelling mistakes. Ian, 21. Is this the guy? No. There's an even younger one than that. Where is he? Manchester youngest councillor. Oh, he's not there. New Wilmslow councillor. No, he's not Wilmslow. Well, let's have a look though. See if it is him. No, that's not him. But he's a fucking kid though, and look at the state of him. 18 in February. Ooh, that's not him though. There's one that looks even younger. It is phenomenal. I can't find him though, but that's not the point. Manchester socialist, completely run by him. Completely. We've got one, or is there 2 Lib Dems now, just waving on the edges, going, excuse me. And it is a shithole. It is fucking filthy. Businesses are closing left, right, and centre because they just keep pushing those rates up because they can't see the world beyond. Well, you're a boss. You're a boss, so we need your money. And it's like, and all the local businesses are saying, yeah, but we're not making anything. Everyone's using Amazon now. Could you lower the rates a little bit so we can survive and hire people, etc., etc. But no, they don't understand that because they just see the world as, well, big businesses, bosses. Aaron, you are a fucking liar. Free infinity pools for everyone. What happens when I say no, mate? The data's in, you know. This is why they have to resort to this kind of nonsense. The data is in. Socialism fails every time. And the more socialist something is, the worse it gets. Fucking hell, man. I mean, here we go. Human history. Thousands of years. Dirt poor, dirt poor, dirt poor, dirt poor, dirt poor, dirt poor. Living in shit, living in war, living in shit. Farming. Capitalism. Oh, by the way, let's go back on that line as well. Slavery. Capitalism. Woo! The whole fucking world gets wealthy. The whole fucking world starts living from 30 to 80. The whole world, by the way. You remember all that shit from the 80s with Africa, with all those starving kids? Well, guess what they went and did? One by one, more and more African countries are adopting capitalism. And do you know what's happening? They're getting wealthier. There's a middle class there now. And I don't mean middle class in the British sense. I mean in a global sense of where you have enough money so that you're not worrying about... I don't mean middle class like, you know, like the Archers on Radio 4 or something like that. I mean where you're not panicking about money, where you're not living hand to mouth. Where you can actually maybe go on vacation now and again or whatever, right? This is what capitalism has brought us. And remember the slavery thing as well? Remember the slavery thing that has always existed? Guess what capitalism also did? Created the situation for slavery to stop. And in the countries that were the most capitalist, used to be this one, by the way. First, fucking America, which took the Magna Carta and gave it LSD and acid and coke and crack all at once and just went, yes! Let's get a motherfucking First Amendment. Slavery. Not only did they wipe out slavery, they fought a fucking war over it. It still exists, you know. In the places that don't have capitalism. In the places that have adopted socialism as well, by the way. You never talk about that with Africa. Always going about raping Africa and all that. Yeah, because they're fucking, you know, when you talk about aid money going into the pockets of like corrupt, they're socialists. They're in power because of lies, because they told these lies. The only system in human history that has had anything like the results promised in terms of moving you up economically are capitalism. You know, people talk about redistributing wealth. They talk about, well, they don't talk about it so much now. It's all social justice, isn't it? But it always used to be social mobility. If you want social mobility, move to a capitalist country. If you want an infinity pool, become a capitalist. Have respect for you. You fucking scumbags. You scumbag pieces of shit. This dude doesn't fucking work. He gets handed money. Navarro gets handed money. Constantly. You fucking scumbags. Look. They're just paid for. I'll get it up. I'll get it up now. Is it on that or is it on support? Oh, here we go. Oh, look at you. Go on, send us some money. Which is fine, by the way. If you get value out of this, you send them money. That's fine. I get it, but that's not what's funding him. Where's it gone? Where's the funding thing gone? No wonder Ash gets put to the front so much. They're all fucking white. There it is. The Barry and Emile Norman Melbourne Trust. Marxists. Doesn't say it there. But this is a Marxist organisation. The trust was founded in 1980 by Norman Melbourne, named for his friend and fellow Marxist, the lawyer Barry Emile. This prick just gets handed money by a Marxist trust fund to push luxury communism, and it's a fucking lie. It is always a lie. Hong Kong, a tiny little island with no resources. What happened when the UK, when Britain invaded it, which we did do, by the way, the Opium Wars. Look up the Opium Wars. The reason you have Chinese people smoking opium in films is not because the Chinese brought opium over. It's because we forced opium on them. And we created that stereotype to denigrate them. We created the stereotype. No. The opium den was run by fucking English people. But guess what happened, though? Guess what happened when England just sacked it off and left it be? And people had... There was rule of law. There was property rights, which is essential for capitalism. That island, with no resources, became phenomenally wealthy. Higher GDP than America. They were richer than the USA. Same with Singapore. Little tiny island, no resources. Freedom, though. That's all they have. You just do that. You just sprinkle freedom on. Everyone's wealthy. Everyone gets lifted. Fucking ridiculous. Fucking ridiculous. What's up? Sorry, I've been told off for my shouting. Sorry, it always happens when I talk about socialism. I'm sorry, though. I do appreciate that. I do appreciate that. Free infinity pools for fucking everyone. Do you know what? Maybe I want to buy my own fucking infinity pool, eh? Maybe I don't want to trust you to give... Because what the fuck is free? Who the fuck is looking after the money to pay for this? Or the resources? Who is going to manage that? Who is going to manage this life? Don't get me wrong, I think there's some aspects of their luxury communism, as he calls it here. Right, let's get it up. Where is it? Oh, there it is. Fully automated luxury communism. This is a new book, innit? Fully automated luxury communism. I think he's right. I think there's a point. I mean, it's a nonsense because it's like, well, just give us all the power because of automation. Automation is going to do the same thing that computers did. It's going to do the same thing that penicillin did. It's going to do the same thing that cars did. The same thing that planes did. You know, no one... But the fucking planes came out, right? No one was like, oh, what? I can get to Europe in 12 hours now. Oh, it used to take 3 weeks. What are all those sailors going to do for jobs now, eh? No, shit got better. Shit got amazing. As it always does. Our health system alone is desperate for automation. Desperate. But don't be afraid of it, man. It's going to be amazing. I hate the narrative around automation. It's just ridiculous. And we've got here saying, yeah, abolish everything, then abolish money. Mode, mate. That might be what happens. It might be eventually. But I don't need these people in charge to do it. I don't need these people to do it. I don't need a fucking socialist. Modus said capitalism was the reason for slavery. Are you joking? Are you actually that ignorant? Honestly, I mean, is that a troll? Capitalism is the reason for slavery. Capitalism is the reason slavery ended. It existed before capitalism, and it has existed after capitalism in countries where they didn't adopt. Capitalism is property rights. That's all it is. That's all it is. I own me, I own my house, I own my time. That's it. I'm allowed to own things. And in the days of slavery, yeah, there was that horrible crossover where people owned other people. It wasn't just the government, it wasn't just the Lord, as is the case in many countries still, because, by the way, slavery still exists. It wasn't just the ruler who owned everyone, the ruler who owned slaves. Yeah, small individuals could also own slaves. But that's how it ended. That's what led to it ending. It wasn't like this thing where the whole world used slaves. The whole world. And in fact, the parts of America that that got rid of slavery first were the ones that went up faster. Their economies went faster because they had freedom. I mean, it's just insane. Capitalism about increasing one's capital, money. Yeah, one's, mine, me. Not the Lord, not my owner. Me. Everyone always goes, oh, Steve Jobs and Microsoft, oil companies. Yeah, and me though, and me, and you, and everyone else. And we live in this phenomenally wealthy time right now. It's just amazing. It's so... Is it utopia? Is it perfect? Are there problems? Yes, of course there are problems. But do you have any idea how phenomenally wealthy you are? Even if you're poor. You just, like... It's insane. Capitalism about increasing one's money. Yes. I buy something. I buy materials for £10. I make something. I sell it to you for £20. I make profit. What's wrong with that? What's wrong with that? But increasing one's capital money, it can only exist with property rights. I mean, Jesus Christ. Capital equals competition. If the brain was in competition with the liver for blood supply, it would rot in a month. Yeah, it would. But this isn't how it works. Bad ideas need to die. Bad businesses. Right. Blockbuster was in competition with Netflix. Do you still want Blockbusters on every corner? Those things need to die. They need to go. You don't go into DVD shops the way you used to. They used to be everywhere. Video game shops are dying. Clothes shops are dying because everyone's buying online. What do you want to do? You want to keep them or you want to let them die as we evolve? The only way we can evolve around things like automation, the only way that can happen is like you've said there, rot in a month. Let it rot. The businesses need to rot. People need to evolve. And people need as much freedom as humanly possible to do it. Capitalism is the reason for fucking slavery. Are you insane? I mean, capitalism was the reason for slavery. Fucking. So what's going on in China right now, mate? There's 1 million Muslims in death camps. Sorry, there's 1 million Muslims on a journey. Blockbuster was awesome. Bring back Blockbuster. Well, yeah. What's wrong with competition? Competition's amazing. Look at this shit, man. Oh, I threw my phone over there. I got one of them Google Pixel 3s I've got. Fucking amazing it is. Wouldn't exist without competition. Wouldn't exist in the slightest. You think a government's going to come up with that, do you? You think a government's going to come up with all this stuff? You think a government's going to give me these Bluetooth headphones that I can just plug and unplug? You think they're going to do that? You think socialism is going to give us anything even close to any of this? Do you think socialism for one moment is going to lead to the developments in fertilizer, which use oil, by the way, which is the reason why we're going on for 9 billion people on this planet and there is enough food for all of them? Sure, not all of them get it. There's still problems. But in all the places where there's capitalism, the problem is obesity. The data is in, mate. It's done. It's finished. The argument is over. When you are having genuine conversations in government about people being too fat, then at that point, it's over. It's done. That's the best problem you could possibly have. Like, should we encourage people to exercise? Because they're not grafting their balls off just to survive. The numbers in. There's more people been connected to water and electricity and the internet and food and everything, literacy, in the last 30 years globally than anyone predicted. Anyone. And it's... Capitalism doesn't innovate. Human creativity does. And that is not fueled. Of course it's... Are you insane? And China is not capitalist. It is... People have stopped starving since they adopted a little bit of capitalism, since they allowed for a little bit of freedom. That's what happened. They were dirt poor, starving. And they went, we can't do this anymore. Logical fallacies, that's all you have to defend capitalism. No, I have data. I have actual data. Go fucking look it up. Look it up globally. Look up literacy rates. Look up how many people are connected to the electric grid. Look up how many people have got clean water. Look at the trends. And then check the countries with the socio-political... It's not a logical fallacy. And yet, a little bit of capitalism in China. What they did was they allowed farmers to act as if they owned the farms they were on. And almost straight away, that country went from starving to having an abundance. They got rid of the planning and they allowed them a little bit of freedom. They allowed them to act as if they own the farms. They don't. The government can come in anytime they want and close it down, as they do. When they decide they're going to build something, they're going to put something there. Boom. Capitalism is evil. This is Alan. It killed the headphone socket on the iPhone. Mode, how am I twisting facts? How is less babies dying? Look at child mortality, mate. Look at it. The data's in. Socialism has lost. Socialism leads to a hard, horrible life. Look at our NHS. Look at the survival rates on the NHS. They don't count people on the waiting lists. There's a reason for that, mate. It's because it's a fucking joke. And the only thing that's going to save our NHS is the American system. When they finally create AI good enough to fill the jobs that we can't afford to pay. Because the NHS has to pay fucking poverty wages. Our socialist beacon in this country. The grand thing that they always talk about, well, we've got the NHS, haven't we? The grand fucking thing doesn't even pay the average wage to most of the people that work there. Even that can't pay. Even that. I know, because we work for the fucking NHS. And we have to claim tax credits. We pay tax to the government and they give a bit of it back to us. It's fucking insane. We claim fucking benefits. And these people are telling me that it's going to be free fucking infinity pools for everyone. It doesn't work. The NHS is a succubus to the American model. And people get turned away from it every fucking day. I didn't call you a Marxist, man. But I'm telling you to just look it up. Look up child mortality rates. Last 100 years. Last 50 years. Look it up and then check the countries that have been going down. Do it. Do the work yourself. It's overwhelming over and over and over again. It's insane. And the thing about socialism is it's people trying to bring back slavery. Oh, we'll have a universal basic income. We'll give you your money to live off. Oh, and then what? I'm just your fucking bitch then, am I? Fuck off. We'll set the prices. We'll set the wages. We'll set the rents. We'll set everything. It doesn't fucking work. It doesn't work. Ever. Ever. How many times does it have to fail before people go, oh, right, sorry, Mode. But yeah, how many times does it have to fail? Again and again and again. No, I've not watched the resource-based economy yet. I'm sorry about that because it does pop in my head, but I've not done it yet. I've just opened a link now. I will save it in a second when I get off. Probably, yeah, there's a long thing for that. But I did promise and I will watch it. But it's a fucking nonsense. It's always a nonsense, man. They're just repackaging the same thing. And it is just slavery. Again and again. Look up the socialist countries we have now. Look at the fucking state of them. If they're not dying, they are slaves. They are phenomenally oppressed. No free speech, no free... starving. Just absolute authoritarian control. That's the only way it can end. Ever. I don't know. But yeah, the thing about Apple, someone's saying about Apple, and the whole thing with headphone sockets. Yeah, I don't know. But Mode is saying if you think there can be either socialism or capitalism, then you are very limited in your thinking. Well, no, but these people are directly against capitalism. Of course, there can be other things than socialism or capitalism. But there's just that's the argument here. These people are anti-capitalist activists. I'm talking about this. Of course there's other systems, of course there's other models, but capitalism is by far the best one. This crazy fucking idea of giving individuals freedom, it's insane, isn't it? That it's even contentious. Having to go to work is slavery. We'll get another fucking job then. Get another job. Jesus Christ. Having to go to work is slavery. This is how fucking... Are you aware what planet we're on? Life's hard, mate. You have to survive life, you know. You can't be a baby forever. You have to get off your fucking ass and go and contribute. You have to get off your fucking ass and do something. You have to take care of yourself and you have to take care of your family. And did you see that guy that made a sandwich from scratch? And I mean from scratch. It cost him $1,500. Going to work is fucking slavery. Are you insane? Are you insane? Going to work is participating in an economy, in a culture, in a society where, yeah, my phone, the person that makes my phone doesn't know how to make that phone. Each person makes little bits of it. Nobody knows the full thing. We all rely on each other. And check this out. When I go and buy that phone, I can go buy a sandwich for £1 or £2 or £3 or £4 or £5. Fuck all. Because someone else has made the bread. Someone else has put the meat in there. Someone else has cleaned the salad and grown the leaves and raised the pigs or whatever. Someone else has brought that there. Someone else has done all of that things. It is fucking amazing. The world is stunning. It is mind-blowing that it even works. That all this shit keeps going. Because for thousands of years we were dirt poor. And then the more freedom people got, the more individual liberty that people got, the better things are. As a direct thing. That's insane, going to work. Go get another fucking job. Or don't go to work. Go and live in the fucking woods, mate. Grow your own food. But if you want to enjoy the benefits, then you have to participate. It's not fucking slavery. That's insane. No one's forcing you to be there. No one's forcing you to do anything, mate. What if I want to go and live self-sufficiently without money? Answer that. Capitalists won't let you. Go and do it. You'll have a miserable life, but go and do it. Why not? Why can't you do that? People do. People do that. Why won't they let you? If you want to live like a socialist, if you want to be dirt poor and spend 12 hours a day just surviving and the rest of it lying there in agony, because for some reason you've got this weird idea that socialism will give you this rather than just living in one of those horrible fucking communes that always fail. Always. Go and live self-sufficiently. Go and try it. See how miserable you are. See how fucking well you do when you get an infection and you need to go to the doctors. Because those people need pain. They're all part of the same thing. Jesus Christ. That's the thing, man. The only way we can live as wealthy as we are, and we are, by the way, I'm poor. I'm below the poverty line in the UK. I am poor. But I am in the 1% of the world. I am phenomenally wealthy. Fucking amazing. I go in there and I turn a tap on and water comes out. I go and switch the switch, light comes out. It's fucking amazing. I've got water, heat and electricity. My life is stunning. But in order to have that, the person providing the water, providing electricity, providing internet, those people need paying. You've got to be part of the game. That's the reality of what it is. I'm so programmed and indoctrinated. That's a nonsense, man. That's not an argument, though, is it? You get Jesus fucking Christ, man. When I was a chef and I used to give people food, I expect remuneration for it. How? And those bad nights, man, when it was really hard, really, really hard. If I wasn't getting paid to do that, and I'm there burning myself, taking shit off dickhead co-workers that hated me or whatever, you know, What's keeping me there? Exactly. But you are a creator who cares without money. So why can you do that and no one else? I don't understand what you're saying. Switch and light comes out. Yeah, sounds like you have dodgy wiring. I've got dodgy everything. You're saying I'm programmed, but I'm a carer who cares without money. So why can you do that and no one else? What are you talking about, man? I don't know what you mean, man. But but none of what you're saying in the chat is selling me on slavery right now. I don't want to be anyone's slave. If I don't like a job, I go and get a new one. That's it. I'm not qualified right, but I got to learn and I got to do something. Jesus Christ, man. Work for no money. Well, no, but it doesn't work that way, man, because money isn't everything, is it? That's the thing. People are so fucking obsessed with money, right? Money isn't everything. I get phenomenal value. Obviously, when I'm here, I'm asking for super chats, I'm asking for patrons, all the rest of it. But that's not everything. That's not life. I have my little girl, and I've got all these countless things that I couldn't even describe to you. Little moments, little turns of phrases, certain ways we hug, certain things she does as she's getting dressed and we're going out, and the way she talks and laughs and smiles, and the way she gets mad, the way she eats her food, the way she bursts in on me on the toilet. None of that is financial. Not one fucking moment of it. And I'm happy with that. It's a fucking socialist, or whatever the fuck you call it, resource-based economy bullshit. You're also fucking obsessed with money and going on about CEOs and all that fucking nonsense, man. And I get more out of the life I live than any money. I work here and there. You guys are really amazing for donating. I do little bits and bobs in terms of, like, you know, little jobs here and there, freelance. But there is almost no amount of money that you could give me to take me away from being here for my kid and being here for my girl when she's having a flare-up. There's no amount of money you could give me for that. Unless it was an amount of money that would then just pay to fucking look after them. I'd sit back. But even then I'd lose my mind completely. But so what? I'm you know, like... It's not about the money, man. It gives a shit. I've had job offers that are more than what she's on. I've had job offers. We'd be way more comfortable right now, but I wouldn't have spent 4 years with my daughter. She'd be going to school in the next couple of weeks, and I'd be like, yeah, all right, because I don't fucking see her or anything. There's value. There's other values, man. And check this out. Last thing on this. The good thing about capitalism is it gives me the freedom to do that. It gives me the fucking freedom to do that. Because you never ever answer the question, what happens when I say no? Under capitalism, you don't get paid. Fuck off then. Under socialism, if there's no money and everyone's sharing, everyone takes what they want and what they need and all the rest of it, what happens when you refuse to put in and do your part? Nobody owes you a fucking living, man. Jesus Christ. So his rehab said that people always want to change things, but you are so programmed and indoctrinated. What, into personal freedom? Yeah, I just, that didn't used to be a thing that was an issue. Even the socialists that I used to know used to be into personal freedom. They did, but something changed. I don't know what. We're on the pendulum's swinging. Guys, I'm going to boogie anyway. It's midnight now. Thanks for your super chats. Thanks. Please share the clips. And that's going to go along, that one, isn't it? That socialism one. Jesus fucking Christ, that was a ramble. Oh, Jesus Christ mode. What happens under capitalism to those that don't want to take part? They just go die or go take care of yourself. It's not your life isn't my fucking problem, mate. Jesus Christ. You're not my problem. It's just, if you don't want to fucking work, then go and live on a hill somewhere. Go and live in the forests. Grow your own fucking food. But if you want to take part, then then we trade. Jesus Christ. It's just fucking basic, innit? It's not hard. Go fucking die. At least I'm honest about it. If you can't be arsed taking care of yourself, go fucking die. Under my system all again. No, they're not, though. Because what? Yeah, of course they are. Because free infinity pools for everyone. Oh, mate. Bless your little face. Bless you. Because everything will be fine. Honestly, it's like... I can never understand this perspective, man. I used to think that way when I was an idiot 16-year-old. But this is just like... How can you not exist in the world and learn? And just... And go, oh, right, yeah, shit, yeah, life's really hard. You got to work. But actually, it's go to Malaysia. I did that. Go there, go and see these places. That's what I did. I went to India. I fucking went there and had a look with my own eyes, man. And I fucking appreciate what we got here. Really do, man. I can hammer on about Count Dankula and all that all I want. Sooty said I haven't been paid for 6 weeks. I'm in a comfy gaff in the countryside drinking scotch. Capitalism rocks. No, mate, it's just... Oh, I'm not even doing it. Not even doing it. No one will kill you under capitalism, no. No one will come to you and kill you. That's the point. In fact, you can go and fucking get fucking... We've got so much fucking food that you can go and just ask for it. There's all warehouses that just give it away. That's how fucking great things are. People are on about food banks. You've no idea what poverty means. You just walk in and get handed fucking food and walk out again. Yeah. Yeah, they let you starve to death. If you're so stupid that you don't want to take... You're a human being, man. Have a bit of self-fucking respect. Get off your ass and take care of yourself. Just... Who's gonna look after me, though? That's the difference, though, mate. Under socialism, if you refuse, you go on a journey. You get murdered. Most of the time that it's been instated on a wide scale, on a countrywide scale, everyone just fucking starved. They didn't have to kill them. Everyone just starved. Because people are... because everyone just thinks it's going to be a free fucking infinity pool for everyone. Dude! I gotta go. I really got a boogie, but thanks a lot for joining me. I've really enjoyed tonight. Thanks for that. I like talking about all the things that we talked about. I did appreciate it. Don't forget to share, comment, subscribe. Drop me a big fat thumbs down if that's it. Who's going to take care of me? It's a fucking... You want the state to be your daddy, do you? Sucking on that teat. I don't want to work. I don't like money.